This recording is to demonstrate the installation and usage of the Holland Deliveries customization application. You should have already received an email that gives you a link for downloading your application, which I'm going to do here real quick. Okay, and I'm going to install the application. It'll default to your GP 2013 directory in the Microsoft Dynamics directory. I would encourage you to hit Browse. Make sure that this doesn't look like a little star here, meaning that the directory is new. You should see folders in there. I myself am going to change mine to my latest and greatest version. Make sure you install for everyone, just in case someone else logs on your machine. Hit Next, Next. And I apologize for the screen being small, but we'll blow it up when we get into the Great Plains section of this. The installation is so simple, it's really not worth having to magnify and whatnot. And once it's installed, you should see a new file in your Microsoft Dynamics directory called 8265.cnk. That's an installer for Great Plains. And you'll also, if you go into your AppWiz and look for TWL in your application, should see the Holland Deliveries Customizations app, version 20.12.2.1. All right, so I'm going to start up Great Plains. It'll run as administrator the first time. That's going to make sure that this chunk file can unchunk properly. So you should see this new code must be included in the GP set file. Say yes. And then I'm going to log into Great Plains. Okay, so it should be a little bigger now, and you should be able to see the words a little bit better as well. All right, so if we come into transactions, sales, apply sales documents, this is also the same window that's used by cash receipts. It should look like your standard apply sales documents window. It's not altered at all. It's not got the description in here at all. So in order to give somebody permissions to see this, each user has to be assigned permission to this window. You can use the Great Plains security roles to assign that. I'm going to show you how I do it here for myself. Setup, system, and there's many ways to do this. You need to talk to your Great Plains consultant on how you're managing your security, but one way is to use alternate modified forms and reports ID. So for mine, my dev user doesn't have permissions to that alternate window. I can see that by zooming in on this little guy right here. And if I change my product to this Holland Deliveries Customizations and change my product type to Windows, you'll see that it brought up sales. That means that there's one modified window in that 8265 chunk dictionary. There's one modified window in it. Right now it's the apply sales documents window. Currently the permissions say use the Microsoft Dynamics window. Well, you want to switch that over to Holland Deliveries Customizations. And when I hit save, now for any user that in their security setup that is assigned to that alternate modified forms and reports ID will now get to see the modified window. So if we go back into that same exact window, this time we'll go through cash receipts just to show you that there's nothing going on. Let's put in $1,000 here, any old check number, hit apply, and now we see that the window's expanded. It's much bigger. It's got this description in here in the middle. And so you should be able to, whoops, didn't mean to do that. You should be able to use standard Great Plains methodology at this point. Now, the sample data, for whatever reason, their description field was the same as their apply or their invoice number. So I put in a couple documents in here just to make sure it's going to work for you. And as you can see, it says this is by Test for Holland and hello there. And in fact, let's go put in another document real quick just so you can see it in the video. So sales, transaction entry, and we'll call this my new test. Good old Aaron Fitz. And let's post that. And so if I come back to my cash receipts entry window here and go back into apply, and we can see my new test is showing up there.